What's going on YouTube? How do you want to be valued? Um, you know, it's I have a homegirl who we're close. She's actually one of my closer female friends. It's definitely not platonic. Under the right conditions, who knows, it may work out. But one of her complaints isn't that she doesn't get attention from dudes. It's just that they value her for the wrong things. So, because she has a nice butt, most dudes are on some like, man, I'm trying to get at you because you have a nice butt. The fact that she's doing other things with her life is kind of an afterthought. Not to say that men don't value physical beauty. We do, and if you're a woman, you should embrace it. But I understand how you would be upset if you were a woman and you were a woman of honor and integrity, but you tended to get attention simply because you looked a certain way and they weren't factoring in all the other traits that you have. And it goes both ways. A lot of women come on and they say, oh, you guys are complaining because, you're not getting any love, you're not getting any attention, grow up, stop being bitter. And to be real with you, it's not about not getting the attention. For example, one of my favorite actors is Mekhi Phifer. Okay? And there's a difference between Denzel and Mekhi Phifer. Denzel, okay, as we saw in Training Day, and he got game, excuse me, man, they cutting the lawn outside and it's too loud. Anyways, Denzel can switch it up. So if Denzel wants to be taken as, an older, established, well-to-do black man, he can create an appearance to give off that impression. Or if he wants to look young, hip, more urban, he can do that. But I look at Mekhi Phifer, especially on ER. To me, it's the same Mekhi Phifer that was on Soul Food. Okay, simply because of the fact that he's darker skinned and just the way he talks naturally and just his presence. There's really nothing he can do to change the fact that he kind of gives off that, typical tough guy persona. And I brought him up because I kind of fall under that category. To me, it's not about not getting the attention I want, but it's for the wrong reasons. So just imagine if, you saw Mekhi Phifer, but the Mekhi Phifer from ER, and he's a doctor, but he's still getting love simply because he looks like a tough type of dude. So if a woman sees him, he's like, oh, you fit that quality of the super macho black guy. Oh, you're a doctor? Oh, that's cool. I would have got with you regardless. Okay, and after a while, that gets annoying. One of the things, I guess, that I don't know how it's hurt me, but I'm sure it has and it will hurt me eventually in the future, is that even if I dress up super nice, okay, even if I, get the proper haircut and the bells and whistles, I can't act like Denzel and put away the whole idea of being the macho black guy. Okay, like I said, I'm more Mekhi Phifer than Denzel. Even with the suit on, I still give off the impression of the typical tough black dude. So, how does that relate to dating? Well, after a while, it can get annoying. Okay, if you get valued simply because you fit that mold, and you're not getting valued because you're trying to do other things with your life. That's the problem. It may be cool for a little while, but when you get older and you're looking for more and you're actually trying to build something, it can get annoying. It's unfortunate because the women will come on and they'll take the fact that, you're progressive and you're trying to do the right thing as the added bonus. It's almost as if, hey, I would have messed with you anyways. The fact that, you're doing well for yourself, yada, yada, yada. Oh, that's an added bonus. That's cool. And it's like, whoa, I can't tell you how to value me exactly, but it's kind of an eye-opener to see that is what you like about me the most. That's why you have women who always ask the question, oh, what do you like about me? And the dude's sitting there like, I really like your butt, but I better say the right things or else you're going to get upset. And it kind of goes both ways. I think sometimes dudes become too complacent with the whole idea of, yeah, she likes me because I'm super macho. But after a while, you're really selling yourself short. because you have so much more to offer, but she's not factoring that in. So how can we talk about respect if she doesn't respect who you are overall? And how can we talk about valuing each other if she has a small to little value for some of the other things that you're trying to be? Okay, to me, I'm at a point spiritually where I think that is the best part about who I am. So obviously, that is probably the number one compliment that you can give me. Okay, you can say that, hey, I respect your spiritual game, or I respect your ability to lead a family. Okay, that is the strongest compliment. Of course, it is cool to know that, hey, that woman thinks that you're a macho type of dude and you're tough and you're masculine. Who wouldn't like that? Who wouldn't? Especially as black men, that's what we're known for. So it is cool to know that, women out there think that you do fit the masculine type prototype dude. But there's so much more. So we have to ask ourselves, what's really going on in the professional world? Oftentimes, to our dismay, it's almost as if, how can I put this? It's flipped. How we get valued in terms of being progressive professional black people by non-blacks, okay, should be the way we treat each other. To me, I should have to be worrying about superficial sort of qualities in terms of what non-black women like, okay, in terms of worrying about, oh, she's just with me because I'm black, or she's just with me because, I'm street, or I give off this urban type of vibe. But unfortunately, I'm worried about that with our own women. And you have black women who come on and say, hey, the white dude was more into my mind and the black dude was more into my booty. Why is that? Well, shouldn't it be reversed? You know what I mean? And after a while, it builds up. And I think a lot of men don't really say it, but I think a lot of men want more. So, I guess my advice in this video is, don't just give in. Don't just be happy and content because some woman, black or white, or alien or Asian or whatever you want to call her, is into you because you fit the whole macho black man, hey, look at my black boyfriend, he can beat you up, right? My boyfriend is tougher than yours type of value. Got to be more, especially if you pride yourself on being well-rounded, not just in terms of, oh, I have a degree, but in terms of being spiritually strong. You can't let that go. You really can't. You really can't let that go. It's unfortunate to say this, but I've dealt with black women where I had to be on some I'm moving on simply because the way they valued me was off, and I've given credit and gravitated towards non-black women to which I really wasn't feeling, but the fact that they valued me a certain way almost drew me closer to them. Okay, and to me, I wish I can flip that around. And hopefully maybe if people become more aware, we can. So, for my women out there, the same thing. If you pride yourself on being a certain way, stop giving in. Stop dealing with the dude who's on you just because you may have a nice butt, or because you have a certain skin color, or your hair is a certain way, or you look a certain way. I mean, don't complain later on. Okay? To me, I get sick and tired of people who want to come on and complain about not being valued when that person made their bid initially in terms of why they want to be with you, and you didn't check them then, right? You got with him and you knew that he was with you because you looked nice and because of the physical stuff, but then you turn around and get upset because he's not valuing you because of your mind and how you try to live your life, but you knew that from the word go. Same as the men. Okay, you can't get mad because you feel you're being undervalued. If you knew from the word go she was with you because you fit that mold. At the end of the day, this is what's kind of kept me away from doing the whole interracial thing thus far in my life, because a lot of the women would try to come on, and this is, when I was in high school and early years in college, would come on and just try to be on some, oh, you're a black guy. It had nothing to do with the fact that I was in college or I wasn't trying to fit the stereotype. But now that I'm getting older it's kind of alarming in terms of the shift, in terms of how I see more non-black women willing to value black men other than being super masculine, and to see black women who are kind of behind on the whole stepping up their game in terms of how they value black men. And like I said before, I'm sure it's vice versa, and it's a problem on both ends, so I'm not trying to blast one side of the equation. So hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. You guys take it easy. God bless.